Home Sweet Home Alone is directed by Dan Mazur and stars Archie Yates, John Delaney, and Ellie Kemper. And we all know the drill with these movies, right? Two people try to enter a house where a kid is left home alone and he tries to defend it. Simple plot, but it can be done really well. Guys, I was a really big fan of Home Alone 1 and 2 growing up, and I'm still a really big fan of those movies. I'm actually going to be doing a review of Home Alone 1 in my holiday special, so stay tuned for that. But what did I think about this movie? Wow, what a freaking masterpiece this was. Home Alone 1 and 2, move over, there's a new sheriff in town. I'm obviously kidding. This movie was god-awful. What a piece of shit. And a total freaking missed opportunity. I was actually really excited for this movie going in. The cast didn't look bad. They looked pretty solid. And it was a major studio, Disney behind it. So I thought, this is going to be good, right? They're going to learn from their mistakes after Home Alone 2. Not at all. This movie sucked jingle ass, and I'm going to tell you why right now. But I'm going to try to be positive, I guess, and start with the pros. They did a good job casting this movie. I thought Archie Yates was a really good choice. He's the adorable little kid in Jojo Rabbit. He does have cheesy moments, but for the most part, he's really solid, and he is a kid actor, so there's that. And John Delaney and Ellie Kemper, they're really damn solid in this movie, particularly in the heartfelt moments. I think they sold those moments really well. And the atmosphere in this movie is really nice. It does feel like you're watching a Christmas movie, which is right up the alley of what you'd want to see in a Home Alone movie. And now on to the cons, because there are absolutely no more pros going for this movie. This movie decides to not focus on the kid who's home alone, but rather the intruders. And that was a very bad decision, in my opinion. And more so, I'm actually rooting for the burglars in this movie because they got something stolen from them, from that kid, and they're trying to get it back. And they're just a married couple who are really down on their luck financially. So I'm actually rooting for them. I'm not happy when they're getting their asses handed to them like I was Harry and Marv. I'm hurt when they're hurt. This sucks. I don't want this to happen to them. They could barely afford Christmas presents for their kids. I don't want to see this. Why would I want this kid to succeed? This is terrible. They could barely make ends meet, and I hate that freaking saying. I'll Venmo this couple, whatever money they want. This movie makes no sense. Why am I rooting for the intruders? It just doesn't make sense. This kid, I don't even like this kid. He stole something, and I'm doing this for a reason, but it just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Why? Why am I rooting for the intruders in this film? I felt bad. Why do I want to see them get hurt throughout the entire movie? It's just wrong. This movie just feels freaking wrong. This movie actually admits, guys, I'm not kidding. It literally admits during the film that movies are never as good as the original. And I understand that's mostly true, but why would you root against your own movie? It was so dumb. And it's like the director knew that, yeah, whatever I'm doing, it's not going to be that good and is far from the original, but I'm just going to make this crappy movie anyway. And none of the jokes land whatsoever. Nothing was funny in this movie. It has just awful moments of adults saying things like lit, and it's just not good. And we got a W. What does that mean? It means win. It's so stupid. None of the jokes land. It was a hair away from doing a Fortnite dance. This was just god awful. The kid in this movie isn't lovable whatsoever. He's a total jerk. And anytime he's on screen, you just hate him even more. It just doesn't make any sense because the original Home Alone had so much heart to it. And it had a good message about family. It never asked you to root for a kid like this who stole something. And it made you happy when Harry and Marv got hurt because they were jerks and they escaped prison and they're bad guys. They're not this lovable, sweet ass couple that you run into at Home Goods. It just doesn't make any sense. I feel like the only way to get everybody on board with the Home Alone movie that we're all going to just be super excited for is if you actually get Macaulay Culkin back in one of these movies somehow. I understand he's probably getting hella royalties from all the movies he did when he was a kid, but just whatever it is, whatever amount of money he needs, just throw it at him. Just keep throwing money at this guy. Whatever he wants, just give it to him. We will totally come out in droves to watch a Home Alone movie with Macaulay Culkin. Guys, this movie, though, is freaking awful. It's hollow. It's empty. I understand it's a kid's film, but it just doesn't hit any of the marks. With that being said, god damn, I hated this movie. I'm gonna give it an F. Guys, I want to know what your favorite Home Alone movie is. If this is your favorite, please let me know in the comment section down below so I could pray for you. And also, please stay tuned because I'm going to be doing my holiday special, and that's going to be out in about a week or two. So make sure to smash the crap out of that like, subscribe, and notification button. And if you want to see more movie reviews, have your tickets ready. I'll see you guys at the next movie.